better. So have a kind of feeling of leg, hands. So very comfortable. Otherwise it takes too long, all the sources are too long. So comfortable. Stand up. This one is the same.
call sheet for the performance that says what kind of makeup we need to do, and 85% of the time it says basic beauty makeup. This is just an average stage makeup routine. I'm gonna start with my primer. I've noticed it helps create a barrier, and less makeup gets into my pores. So also less creasing too, because we're constantly expressing and emoting. So we're constantly moving our face. And so all the creases and stuff you use, all the makeup starts to build up. I started using Vertra, which is a sunscreen line. I'm dripping sweat on stage and it doesn't come off, it doesn't move. It's made to withstand water and be like in the ocean. After foundation, it's highlighter and contouring time. I always try to exaggerate the features so people that are up in the nosebleed seats can see you. And I'm definitely not a makeup artist, so like, don't laugh at me. When your hair is back up in a bun, there's always like, you know, your hairline's uneven, so just kind of even it out. You've got really harsh lighting on you, and so you're gonna get washed out if you don't go dark and extreme with your contouring and highlight. Whoa! This is the contour palette I use. I usually go with kind of a lightish brown color for the contouring. And then highlight, I go with a Revlon Photo Ready. And I even use the brush that they give you. It's perfect for what you need to do. Next step is powder the face. And we always go down on the neck because there's nothing worse than seeing a really pretty dancer with her face a different color than her body. And go up on the ears too, because when we're dancing we get hot, and so I notice too a lot when you see a dancer and you'll see her, like her face and then these little red ears. So I always go up with the powder onto my ears. So now we go into the eyebrows. Always go above the eyebrow because we're always constantly trying to make our eyes appear bigger than they actually are. It's also depending on what the dance is. If I'm doing something that I need a harsher look, I bring them up higher. If we're doing something that's a little softer, I make sure my eyebrows are just a little bit more dainty and I just kind of color in what I've already got. Okay, so there's my eyebrows. Another little tip and trick we do, you want to go underneath with a little bit of lightness just to kind of help accentuate the dark you put on your eyebrows. Now on to my favorite part, which is the eyes. When I was younger, I wasn't really comfortable being on stage performing. The more and more you do it, of course you get used to it, and now I've been able to differentiate nerves against excitement. Excitement is good, nerves are just a waste of energy. I go into this, it's Pacifica Stone Cold Fox, and I love Pacifica because it's a cruelty-free vegan brand. Kind of looks a little funky, and that's the best thing too I love about stage makeup is that the lines don't have to be perfect because you're so far away from the audience they can't really see it anyways. And this is, I think it's a L'Oreal Lineur Intense, and it's a liquid eyeliner. I try not to go all the way into the corner of my eye because that just shortens it, so I usually stop about like right where the lashes stop, right before the inside corner of my eye. Now it's time for the wings. I like to listen to like a lot of spiritual podcasts. I listen to Guru sing. I am who I am, exactly who I am. I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything happens for a reason and you're exactly where you need to be in every moment. I like to add a little bit of color when I do my eyeshadow. This is like the color I kind of use. And for fake lashes, I just go with the average stuff you find at the like Dwayne Reed or something. I was on stage once and someone's costume brushed up against my face and I turned to a friend and I kind of had the smile on my face and I go, "Are my lashes falling off?" And they had to go, "Yes, they are, but it's okay, you'll be fine." I was almost crying on stage. It was a disaster. And I always make sure to triple check my glue now after that. Always add more. This is when I'd have like Drake playing or something to get me all pumped up for the show. I always go with like a dark brown for underneath. It gives it more of the appearance of it just naturally looking big. And there we go. That's like your average eye right there. I learned this trick when I was 14, learning how to do stage makeup. I heard when Hollywood is filming their movies and they're doing a really far away shot, they put little red dots in the corner of the person's eye because the in parts of your eyes are red, and so it appears to make your eyes look bigger. I don't know how true that is, but it's something that stuck with me and I like doing it. And it's my thing, and I just do a little red dash on the outsides of my eyes. I always have, and I probably always will. So now onto the blush. Just kind of do like a really light blush because when we're dancing on stage, we get so hot and sweaty that I get like a natural flush. That's kind of it for blush. So lipsticks, we never, ever, ever wear red lipstick on stage. Red lipstick either has a blue or orange undertone, and with the harsh and brightness of the lights, you see that instead of the red. So I always go for more of a natural lip color. So I use this Revlon Rose Velvet. And I like to blend too. Like I like to get multiple colors. There we go. And my makeup is done. So now after the makeup's done, I go to hair. Hair, if I'm just doing an average show, is usually middle part, low bun. Brush it back, find that middle part, which is sometimes really hard to do. I don't know why. I have short hair, and so my bun would be about this big right now. And so we use hair nets, and it makes the bun look a little bit bigger and more average size, because we're all trying to look very similar. I'll do a low, like very classical bun. And so right now I notice like my hair is super soft because of washing it. It's gonna be slippery and slidey. I take my texture tonic from Aveda, and it's like it's basically a sea salt spray, and it gives it kind of that greasy hold. Now it's really wet. We have girls that have pixie haircuts and girls that have hair that is down to their butt. As long as you maintain how you look on stage, like you can do whatever. Take it and then making it as round and kind of flat as possible. You don't want like a big doorknob bun, which is what we call them when they're like big and chunky. And you kind of want it to appear as smooth as possible so it's not distracting. It just has a really sleek, beautiful look on stage. Very ballerina-y. So once I've got it all pinned down, kind of flat like this, take the hairnet, go around. The hairnet always just helps smooth out any of the flyaways that you get from dancing and moving around. And I usually only use about like 4 or 5 pins in my hair. So there you go. You just like sewing it to your hair with like the bobby pins. It's pretty fun. And this is like my basic ballerina beauty hair and makeup. As a dancer, my foot care routine is very specific. Honestly, the less I do, probably the better. If I go and get a pedicure, I don't let them take off the calluses. Calluses are band-aids to help protect when we're in the shoes. I've got this tool. It's a gua sha, and it's a little piece of jade, and it's to scrape the fascia. So I go like right in the meat of my foot. Oh, it hurts. It's a little crunchy too. And it just helps awaken it and get the motion back into my ankle. And I sometimes will go all the way up into the calves, up on the shins especially. I don't want to